Okay, good evening everyone. So welcome to our fourth meeting for our online class this evening. Before we start, let me check your name one by one first. Yeah, Darwati, how are you? Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, Miss. I'm
Okay,
good.
okay, thank you. Mbak Eka, how are you?
Yeah. Not bad. I have a dinner right now. Miss, sorry.
Okay, you can finish it too.
Yeah.
Okay, Mbak Endang, how are you?
Yes, Miss. I'm good. Thank
Okay,
you.
good. Mbak Fitri, can you participate this evening? If no, please activate your chat or conversation. Mas Jimmy, hi, can you participate this evening? How are you?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Mbak Luki, no ya, Mbak Lukis.
Dia shift malam, Miss.
Iya,
Jadi tidak bisa kita.
Okay. Mbak Sini, how about you? How are you? Hai Mbak Sini.
Yes, Miss. Hi.
Okay. Mbak Yeni, how are you? Long time no see. Okay. Mbak Yeni, if you cannot participate through directly, you can activate your chat. Okay. And Mbak Fitri too. Well, so I have received your email. Some of you have sent me via email. Thank you so much. But I haven't received any from Mas Jimmy and Mbak Sini. Okay. Have you sent me your assignment?
Sorry, Miss. Assignment saya sudah saya kirim hari Senin kalau nggak salah.
Senin ya, but I haven't
Iya,
received.
Senin atau Selasa,
Can you
Miss.
resend to me?
Okay.
Okay, through email or Facebook Messenger, it's
Mbak,
fine. I will download it. Okay, Mbak Sini, how about you? Have you sent me? I will display how many assignment that I have received. Okay. Udah terdisplay kan? Udah ya? Hai. Halo. Halo. Cek.
yes, Miss.
Oke, ini udah terdisplay nggak?
Belum.
Ini
PPT-nya belum.
dokumen. Udah kan?
Nggak ada.
Belum ya? Wait. Udah?
Belum, Miss. Masih loading.
Presenting kok. Udah bisa lihat?
Kalau di sebelah saya belum, nggak tahu yang
Sudah, Miss. Yang punyanya Utin itu ya, Miss?
Iya betul. Oke.
Ya, sudah.
So first, Utin, can you hear me? Oh, Mbak Utin nggak bisa ya malam ini. Next. So I have received Mbak Utin, Mbak Nengsi, Mbak Ari, Mbak Atun, Mbak Luki, Mbak Endang, and then Mbak Eka. So first, meaning how many percent? Mbak Darwati belum ya, sama Mas Jimmy, sama Mbak Sini. Oke, sambil nunggu, let me.
Saya udah, Miss. Saya baru ngirim sih, tadi ngirim sekitar jam 9 lewat gitu.
Mbak Darwati kirim lewat mana?
Email
ya. Kok belum ya? Bisa di resign nggak? Kirim balik ya.
Oke.
Karena nggak ada nih. Ini yang ada cuma siapa? Oke. Okay, so welcome to our fourth meeting. This evening we would like to discuss about translating narratives. There are some agenda that we are going to have this evening. The first, like as usual, we have like having an introduction about material. I will have like material presentation related to the language point, reading and text sentences. As an example of the material that I arranged from the module itself, and also from some other references that could be helpful to as an additional for the presentation. The next is we'll have discussion, individual text. Today we have like individual text presentation, and then there will be question and answer session, and after that we will have like closing with summary and feedback for the further meeting. Well, the first, our outline today, we will have individual task presentation. So everyone will present their I will give you time to present your story, your book review, and then we'll give you time also to have like a discussion with your friend. And the second, like I will reviewing translating novels because it's related to individual task presentation, and also because of in this module or in this chapter, in this chapter or in this unit about translating narratives, there are two kind of activity. The first is like translating narratives, and the second is translating novels. So it would be the same. Okay. Then the next is we would have like a language point as usual, or grammar discussion. There are 5 of grammar discussion that we will have, like inform, to win, of, comparative and superlative, and then to happen. Actually there are some in your book. There are also past, present, continuous, while, rather, but I have explained last meeting, so I think it's like it's no need to explain or re-explain about that. Okay. Next, we'll have like individual task presentation first. In our individual task presentation, there will be 3 kind of things. The first is there will be a presentation. So I have collected all your assignment, and then you will have time to read and then to explain to us. You can read the details. Is it depends on you whether or not you want to read your assignment that have been written by you, or you can tell us directly, like a direct presentation, like you can talk about the content or the conclusion, and then the second you will ask others, because it's like telling about story. You can, and then the story that you have written, there is no any kind of ending, or the question is about you don't need to explain the ending. So in the question and answer, you can ask everyone to guess about the ending of the story that you have tell. And after that, I will give a feedback, how do you like your speaking maybe. And then I also measure, I will take the score based on the first is I will not take the score based on whether you're speaking later on mispronunciation or only or grammar. But I would like to give you credit based on your presentation, due to your the content of your presentation. The second is the interactive, whether it is interactive or not, or whether it is complete or not, or it is clear. Okay, so don't worry about your pronunciation, don't worry about your grammar. Later on we can try to evaluate individually. Okay, so just be brave, and then the score would be also become your first individual test presentation. Okay, well, let me continue. Well. Okay, so the first is have display in your for you during this presentation, so everyone can read it even through your phone or others. Bautin is not here, right? No. Oh, wait. No. So the next is Mbak Ari. Hi, Mbak Ari. Hello.
Halo, Miss.
Okay, it's your turn now. You talk about Siti Nurbaya. Okay, please.
Halo everyone.
Hi.
Ini di ituin lagi nih.
Yeah, yes, it depends how you can introduce to us about this novel. You can rate yours. You can also directly speak about that, even without completely read all the text. It's fine, as long as you can tell to us. Okay.
Let me introduce this book. Sebenarnya udah lama sih bacanya mah, cuma ini review aja.
Okay, it's fine.
Dan
It's fine.
book title is Siti Nurbaya novel dari Sumatera Barat. Itu dari Siti Nurbaya.
The author
is Marah Rusli, publisher dari Balai Pustaka. Year publication 1922. To place in Jakarta. And thickness 261 pages.
Okay.
Characters: Siti Nurbaya, Samsul Bahri is
Datuk
main karakter. Datuk Maringgi, Baginda Sulaiman is Siti Nurbaya's father, and Sultan Mahmud is Samsul Bahri's father. This book tells us about beautiful love, about patriotism, and about struggle for human values that have always existed in every age. For this reason, this novel is eternal. Samsul Bahri and Siti Nurbaya are the Romeo and Juliet of this history. They grew up together, and Samsul Bahri wanted to marry Siti Nurbaya after he finished his doctor studies in Jakarta. While Siti Nurbaya was waiting for him, a series of malicious attacks struck her father's business until he is forced to declare bankruptcy. In order to avoid her father's imprisonment, Siti Nurbaya offers herself to become the wife of the evil and greedy Datuk Maringgi.
Okay.
Gitu ya, Mas.
Okay, it is about. And then, would you like to recommend this book?
I recommend this book. Interest to read is romance. I like apa sih peribahasa itu, Mas?
Okay.
Kanan bahasanya mereka itu sepertinya kayak kayak pantun-pantunnya itu indah gitu di itunya tuh.
Kayak berpuisi gitu ya?
Iya, puitis gitu.
Okay. So it's like the old romance book from Mara Rusli about Siti Nurbaya. Thank you, Mbak Ari, for explaining. Do you want to ask anyone who could guess the end of this story?
The end?
No, ask anyone. Siapa nih yang mau?
Kayaknya kalau Siti Nurbaya, all of us itu tahu akhir kisahnya, Denis.
Okay, so who wants to tell about the end of the story? Mbak Ari, you can choose. Yeah. You can choose your friend to help you explain the end of the story.
I don't know fully English speak.
So who wants to continue? Is it sad ending or happy ending or
sad?
It's sad ending.
It's sad ending. They are not apa sih, jadi kebalik sama jadi kecampur sama Mandarin. Jadi nggak bisa nyatu mereka gitu karena
so they cannot
nggak bisa nyatu.
Yeah, they cannot live together. Yes. So, okay, thank you. So I read that the moral value from this famous is when romance is a person, then person will not be able to build the world. Okay, he love a woman is willing to sacrifice anything. Okay, however, okay, anything that you want to talk? Or do anything that you want to share, Mbak Ari? Enough? Okay. Thank you so much. That is very interesting story about Siti Nurbaya. I think like it is becoming a very legends, old novel from, especially when it's like how do we call it, like zaman novel klasik gitu kan Indonesia. Iya, apalagi kayak Zainuddin gitu from Buya Hamka. Okay, very interesting. Like that is the example of the presentation, so everyone can only like make a summary of your of the story of the book that you have read, or the short story that you have written. You don't need to read all, you only need to explain something that you think it's interesting, and then would you like to recommend that book to your friends and why? Or you can tell about the moral story that you can get, or that you can receive from the after reading that kind of story. And you can also connect it with nowadays, like nowadays love is like this, or like there are some people still there is still some people also Siti Nurbaya becoming a woman who had like being forced to marry with others without like consent of Siti Nurbaya. Like in our real life, is there any other Siti Nurbaya again, or it's like in modern era there is no more Siti Nurbaya or like that? You can tell about that. So that is how you can explain, and then about the duration of the time you can explain not more than 5 minutes, and then I think Mbak Ari has explained quite well, and then it's quite clear with the written, so thank you so much. Okay, so you have done with the first one. Okay, the second is Mbak Sitatun. Mbak Sitatun bisa nggak ya participate? Tadi I get the message. Let me check. Oh no. Halo Mbak Sitatun. Hi. Now it's your turn. No, he's not here. She's not here, yeah. Next. Mbak Luki also. Later you can directly Mbak Luki, later please listen to me. If you cannot speak it directly here, you can record your record, and then you can send me directly. No need now, but you can finish it until tomorrow. Next is Mbak Endang. Okay, it's your turn. Mbak Endang, are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay, please have
Uh,
okay.
I want to make presentation about the book that I have read. The review. The title of book is Mindset. It's about the psychology of success by Carol S. Dweck, PhD. And I think it's an amazing book because it's so how people to be a success is even in school, work, or sport, or every different field. And after we read, it can change how we think about our talent and ability. It basically it tells about our mindset.
Okay.
First one is about fixed mindset. It's those people who believe that their ability is fixed and will never change.
Okay.
And the second is about growth mindset. It's those who believe that they could improve their ability by learning something new. And my favorite part is most people actually stop to learn and practice when they feel that they have an ability, and they always try to show people that I have the ability and I'm the best like that.
Okay.
But actually, that we have to learn and practice more and more to be the best, because there is unlimited ability and talent if we learn more. Thank you.
Welcome. Good job. So this is not a story. So this is about psychology of success. So this is not. Is it fiction or non-fiction?
Non-fiction.
Okay.
Non-fiction.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. So do you think you would like to recommend this book to your friend?
Yes, because I think after we read this book, it will give the positive motivation for us that we can learn, that we can be someone better on the future. Yes.
Okay, good job. So do you enjoy this book a lot?
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell us one of sentence from the book that you still remember that would like to motivate us, or the most favorite quote that you love that you can share to us as what you say it is about the book is like good to motivate everyone to be success person. So do you have like a statement or quote from the book that you have read that you can share to us? Do you still remember? Do you have?
Actually, the book is in Mandarin, so I have to.
Okay.
Yeah. Even there's the English version, but now I have this Mandarin version.
Okay.
So the
What-
quote is
Yeah.
in the
What is what is the the most inspiring quote or the most inspiring motivation from the book? Say, for example, success is about what or what? Anyone? Or anything?
Wait, miss.
Okay, it's fine. But you write his about the growth mindset is the who's believe that they could improve their ability by learning something new. I think it is the most favorite sentence that you have written. Like the growth mindset is those who believe that they could improve their ability by learning something new. Okay, thank you and Mbak Endang ya. Okay, good job. Thank you for reviewing the book for us. Next, Mbak Eka, it's your turn.
Yeah, Miss.
Okay, I think this is a new book,
okay.
or maybe I haven't read that book. So please tell to us what that's the book tell
Okay.
about.
The book title is A Simple Favor. It's right by Darcy Bell. It is the bestseller in the New York Times, I think. Yeah. And this is about mystery book packed with betrayal, secret, and plenty of twists and turns. It's really a mystery book if you like a mystery.
Okay.
And what book is about? This is tell a story of two mothers. They know each other because their children study at the same kindergarten, and they become a best friend like their kid. And then someday one day Emily asks Stephanie to help her take care of her kids, but suddenly he just disappear. Come back and she not calling Stephanie.
Okay.
So Stephanie asking a detective for found where is Emily, and she called the police. Yeah. I tell about my favorite part. Until now I didn't have finished to read this book.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, but
But do you think it's very interesting to read? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I found some review in the internet because this book is sudah difilmkan, made into a movie.
In Hollywood
in Hollywood with the same title.
Okay.
Yeah.
But have you watched the movie?
No, because I want to read it.
Okay.
Yeah, because before I just from my experience, when the novel made into a movie, they have a different story.
Okay, true.
A little bit, but I think I want to know from novel, not from movie.
Because sometimes sometimes the movie cannot represent all the scenes or the beautiful things.
Novel story is more better than a movie.
Just like Indonesian novel, which is like or Indonesian movie, which is like adapted by the book. It's like sometimes it's very disappointing, right?
Yeah. It's a little different, not much, but I think that's make me not very comfortable to accept that.
Because you haven't finished the all of the part of the book.
Because my expectation it's too far, and
it's too big.
They make a movie and then just like this. But my expectation is going too far.
Okay.
So I
can you guess
just
the end of the story? Because I think you haven't finished yet, so you don't need to ask the others. Let me ask you. Can you guess about the end of the story?
I read it already, but it's 50-50. I know the end of the story.
So meaning that it is like unpredictable.
Yeah.
So the plot is
That's I
quite
can predictable.
it's quite complicated or complex. Do you think it's
It's
complex?
really different from what I think it the first I read this book.
All right. So what is the moral story that you can get after reading the whole part of this
Uh,
book?
I have a one sentence that I really like in this book. That is, she's your best friend. She's your best friend. She know all your secret. That's why she's so dangerous. I think the moral is how close you with someone. Don't tell all about your secret to someone because sometimes it's a dangerous.
Okay, that's danger, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will not tell anyone my story because so it is about like how sometimes people are not sometimes we cannot trust 100% of people, yeah. It's not
Yes.
trustworthy.
Yes.
Okay, thank you Mbak Eka for the presentation, very good. And then next we will have Miss Jimmy and Mbak Darwati, but let me download your task assignment first. I think I have received your email. Oh yeah, this one. Mbak Darwati, are you there?
Dar.
Okay, Mbak Darwati.
Dar.
You can explain about your. So this is Mbak Darwati assignment. Okay. Hello, Mbak. Can you hear me? Hai Mbak, hai. Mana ya? Okay, first, if it's not, let me move to Mas Jimmy first. Mana yang baik Mbak Darwati?
Sebentar nih saya telepon dulu.
It's okay, let's me move. Aduh, ini kenapa lagi? Mas Jimmy, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you can tell now. It is you talk about the house on the hill, right?
Yes.
Okay, please. It's your turn.
It's kind of like a short story book, a novel short story book, written by Elizabeth Light, who is a British creator. It's a simple classic story. It's about a teenage love, but this book was about a poor young boy who just graduated from college, and a beautiful girl who come from wealth family living in a big house, and the story begins when they met in a park or garden. I forgot that, but one sad thing is Paul is a poor guy, but he loves a beautiful girl, a rich beautiful girl, and then the story. Saya boleh langsung ke akhirnya atau gimana ya bisa?
You can ask your friend if they cannot guess the end of the story. You may also explain the end of the story. Anyone want to? So this is about poor young guy and a rich beautiful girl. So classic, like just like in a Korean drama. So I think it's an interesting book. Anyone can guess the end of the story? Maybe like a Korean drama that you have watched.
It's I think I know this story,
Okay.
but I'm not sure about that.
Okay, but maybe you can guess the end of the story and later Miss Jimmy could confirm whether it is like the end or not, or it is.
I I just forget where I read this book, Miss.
But we'll
Aduh, nggak usah diingat-ingat, nanya aja deh.
Ya udah, oke Mas Jimmy, oke.
will they live happily ever after? Will they?
How the end of this story, Mas Jimmy?
Baca sendiri.
Oh, jahat Mas Jimmy.
So is it a sad story? Is it a sad ending or happy ending, Baika? What do you think?
I think it's sad ending.
Sad ending. Okay, how about it, Miss Jimmy? Is it a sad ending? Is it true or?
I'm not sure it can be called as a sad ending or happy ending, because at the end, when the boy decides to meet her mother to talk about their marriage, because Paul wants to propose the beautiful girl called Maria. Her name is Maria. But then after, when Paul looked down by her mother, he became very sad and went back home and talked to his mother. And then when what I like from the story is it's like a very very simple story that usually comes to us when especially when you are older teenagers. We can call ourselves older teenager, I guess, when you finish, when you just graduate from the college but you don't have any job yet. You're not settled down yet, but you fall for somebody that you really like, then you want to start a family with that person. And my favorite part is that I can imagine the house on the hill. We rarely see a house on the hill, right? Especially in Indonesia, that very grand, extravagant, very big house that has its beautiful furniture or luxurious furniture. And then what I like about the character is especially the boy. He's very adamant, very persistent, very energetic, very smart. And when he was being down motivated by the girl mother, but he didn't he didn't let himself in that down situation. If and then after there was a writing competition from a newspaper. It was about write a story that probably can interest readers to buy the newspaper. And then he won, and then he got prized. He met the manager of that newspaper company, and he was invited to be an employee for the newspaper company. This book was really well written. I would highly recommend this book.
Is it an old book or
teenager.
is it a new book or the old book?
It's very old book.
Oh, okay, so it's a classic novel also, right?
Yes, because I go straight to the book review. I didn't provide the publisher, and yes.
It looks like my grandmother's book, Mas Jimmy. when my grandmother is young.
What I like from this story is when we are looked down by somebody, we have to show to that person that we can do we have to stay focused when you are really in that bitterness. You have to stay focused and keep on track to do what the best you can.
Okay.
And you can probably learn a new things from that bitterness, from that being looked down.
Yeah.
That's the main point that I want to share with that aspiring people to try something new, to stay focused, to not really. If you want somebody, then you have to show what you have to that person, right?
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's what I got from this book.
Okay, that's the moral story. Very interesting and nice story, and then you also explained very well. I think thank you so much. I think there is also another quote say like the best revenge for people who doesn't like you is like being success. I think it is similar with the story, right? Like the content of the story, like you do revenge not by directly, doing revenge for them, but like to show that you are worth it enough, and then that after that you are success, they will not. You can show to them that you can also do something better, and then you can show to them. Yeah, so even it's about only about love story, but it's not only about love story, but it's like about journey of life, right? I think that is. I think
and then
the name is Paul, right?
Sorry.
The man's name is Paul, but why the title is House on the Hill?
Because it shows. I don't know. Probably we can ask the creator,
okay.
the author.
But do you get it? The meaning why like the title is like the house on the hill? It's very interesting title, you know.
I guess probably because Paul lives in a small house.
In the hill, which is the man with the woman live in a very big house, isn't it?
But the girl's house is on the hill, but not Paul.
So it's not the man, but it's the woman. Okay, it's Maria.
But no, it's not imprecise to the girl, but to the boy.
Okay. Good.
And one other thing that I want to share that at the end, actually the girl is married to an older guy, but there is a different gap, different age, so it doesn't work. And then when the girl is about to divorce with her husband, Paul came to her house, and the girl responded that the girl wants to divorce her husband and want to marry Paul, but Paul rejected. Paul rejected her because Paul think that the girl doesn't love Paul, because that time Paul didn't have any job, was an unemployment man. But since the boy worked on the newspaper company, his life is getting better. Yes, and then he conclude that Maria doesn't love him, and Paul doesn't love that person. He loves only her beauty. And yes, the value life from this story is when we love somebody, we not look only their beauty. We have to look the person. That's the more important thing.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful ending. Thank you, Miss Jimmy. I think we are very, we enjoy a lot about your sharing about this short story. I hope I can someday can read this book, and then also can enjoy the part that you think that this book is also very motivated book can be, because you think like how it's important to get past being down motivated, so you can learn new things. Okay, good job, Mas Jimmy. Others, Mbak Darwati, now are you available now? Hello? No? Hai, Mbak Darwati.
Sorry Miss, itu Darwati neneknya sedang rewel, so she busy right now.
Okay, it's fine. Mbak Yeni, how about you? Mbak Yeni also hasn't sent me the assignment. Mbak Yeni, Mbak Sini, Mas Ahmad udah datang. Can you hello? Mas Ahmad, can you?
Mas Ahmad kayaknya juga can
cannot
talk.
Participate, yeah, cannot talk. Okay, that's fine. So for those, thank you so much for those who can presenting your assignment very well. I really enjoy your story. The main point is like how do you how you can practice your English, and how you can also practice your reading after reading something. What I want is not only about, so this is not only translate by your own, but by your own you are not, you translate the story and then you can tell to us too, for example. So you can share what you have learned from something like a book or the story. So I think like the main point is about your efforts, or whether or not it's like it is not about the story, it is not about like how fluent you can share to us, but the most important thing is like how do you can practice your English and translation skill. But before for those who haven't completed the presentation, please record yourself biar adil ya. Jadi yang lain yang belum sempat malam ini, yang nggak bisa participate untuk presentasi, you can directly record aja. Setelah kalian kirimkan saya draft written-nya, saya kan nilainya antara written sama speaking. Nah, karena nggak sempat malam ini kalian presentasi, kalian bisa langsung directly record and directly send to me, and then tell also about the moral story, or also your opinion about the book or the story that you have read. Okay, I think everyone yang nggak bisa participate bisa secepatnya supaya ini fair ke yang lain, dan I'm sorry yang belum kirim, tolong, karena kalau yang lain udah kirim, selebihnya belum kirim, saya nggak bilang ada yang salah atau benar, atau terlalu panjang atau terlalu singkat, nggak ada. Yang jelas kalian take maybe beberapa some time untuk menyelesaikan, berarti kalian responsible untuk mengikuti kelas kita ya, karena this is very important for you to having a practice of after the class. Okay, thank you so much. Untuk beberapa orang ini yang udah presentasi, now let's come up to our material for this evening. But the main conclusion about your reviewing is about how do you can summarize something after you read, meaning that you have that skill. The skill is like you don't also you can understand the part of the English book or English version book, and then you also can translate, even it's a very old book, even it's like English written, and then you can translate to English, or if it's Indonesian and it's English and you can translate to Indonesia, or it's Indonesian and you can translate to English. Even whether or not the source source language or the target language is English or Indonesian, it's fine. Okay, as long as you can translate and share to us. Well, so that is the end of the presentation for individual presentation. Thank you for participating. Now let's come up to our next material. Please open your book or your module to actually take a look, and also open the PPT that I have shared to you this afternoon. But before, let me check, anyone masih ada yang belum dapat modul nggak dari academic? Biar saya bantu untuk cek.
Jimmy belum dapat.
Mbak Sini. Siapa lagi?
Mas Jimmy.
Yes. Ya, saya belum dapat, Miss.
Oh,
I
oke.
said Mas Jimmy, Miss, bukan Mbak Sini.
Oh, I think Mbak Sini. Sorry. What's going on with my ears? Oke, Mas Jimmy yang belum ya. Nanti ya, Mbak Eka boleh dicatat aja nama-nama yang belum dapat. Nanti saya bisa bantu, oke? Untuk tanya ya.
Ya, oke.
Oke. So, let's. Aduh, apa ini? Okay, so we have done for this moment, for this individual and feedback. Okay, so you have introduced the book, you have tell me about the story, you tell about your favorite part, or maybe something else that has relation, and then you have to give a recommendation. Now let's move to the next material. After we translate about novels, novels is also a kind of narratives. But before anyone knows about narratives, before we go, what is narratives? Narrative text. Right. Okay. So,
Sorry, Miss. Narrative text is definisinya ya? Ya, narrative text is a text with complication or problematic event and tries to find a resolution to solve the problem.
Okay, good. So narrative text is also a kind of narasi in Indonesia, yang itu biasanya dia punya it's about a story, seperti yang teman-teman baca tadi, atau misalnya teman-teman share tadi, ada introductionnya, ada complicationnya, problemnya. Mungkin pas misalnya ceritanya siapa ya, Siti Nurbaya misalnya, kira-kira misalnya dia klimaksnya apa, masalahnya yang muncul ketika misalnya arrange marriage, terus resolusinya adalah ya ketika mereka berpisah, terus endingnya kayak gimana ya. That is how narratives, I think. Narratives is also like the old story. Maybe you have read about if it's in English bisa kayak in Indonesia itu kayak Maling Kundang, sama sih ceritanya, cerita-cerita narasi zaman dulu. Atau misalnya in English ceritanya Putri Salju, apa lagi ya, Cinderella, or other narrative.
Roro Jonggrang
Indonesia banget ya. Okay, that's narrative. Berarti naratif itu biasanya ada introductionnya, ada complicationnya, ada resolutionnya, atau ya, at the end dia akan menceritakan kembali ya. Okay. Nah, one of the narrative text that has sebenarnya ini naratif teks yang di modul terlalu lama ya, ini tahun-tahun berapa gitu, but I think it's quite interesting. Dia menceritakan tentang someone's life, about hobby or something else. Anyone want to read? Maybe cuma berapa orang yang bisa?
Oke, saya aja lah, Miss.
Oke, boleh. Can you read this narrative text?
Yang Richard Meacock gitu ya?
Yes. My life is very simple.
My life is very simple. Ini yang halaman 3.3. Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Okay. My life is very simple. Eating and cooking. I work a 5-day week. When on Sunday and Monday I fish. All over Scotland, Wales, England, I get my freedom that way. I just me and nature. It's me versus the big one. You don't win every day. There are days when they get the better of you and make you look like Wally, and you think, God, I feel badly today. But you have really? It's just that they may have been luckier than usual. Every jigsaw has so many pieces, and I believe that Italy is one of mine. But it's probably the last piece, and there are others to find first. My mother died when I was sick. It might be a long time ago, but it only felt like a few minutes. I remember those years better than last week. She was Italian and come here to learn English. Then she met my dad and they married. But we visit Italy for 3 or 4 months every year, and those were the happiest period of my life. I want to go back there, but only when the time's right. When I'm at one with myself, and also when I'm financially secure. But I don't want to wait to the age when most people retire. Rather, I want to go with my children and spend my life there. Semuanya, Miss.
Enggak. Oke, sampai
Thank
mana? Oke, thank you. Well, so this is a kind of different narratives as someone has shared about his story. Jadi ini juga termasuk naratif, tapi dia ceritanya tentang, ingat, personal experience naratif. Oke, kalau yang tadi kalian cerita adalah novel atau novel atau misalnya story cerita yang tentang legenda dan yang lain. Ini tentang personal experience, so it is also a kind of narrative text about personal experience. The personal experience tells about someone, tadi mbaknya baca kalau hidupnya sangat singkat, my life is very simple. So let's take a look on the example, how this narrative been translated by the book, from the book. Tapi katanya menerjemahkan teks naratif itu jauh lebih sukar daripada jenis teks yang lain karena terkait dengan aspek lintas budaya, konteks, situasi berbahasa, suasana dan sikap penulis. I think ini maksudnya adalah karena kadangkala kita harus mengerti, misalnya dia cerita tentang Scotland, Wales, England, atau misalnya dia menceritakan tentang budayanya mereka, misalnya I work a 5-day week, 5 hari dalam seminggu, dan on Sunday Mondays I fish all over Scotland. Mungkin maksud dari penjelasannya ini adalah mungkin ketika kita mau menerjemahkan sesuatu, make sure we have understanding about that. At least we have like oh berarti dia tinggalnya di Scotland, oh mereka bekerja dalam 1 hari, mungkin seperti itu ya. Jadi konteks situasi berbahasanya seperti apa, dan juga sikap penulis atau the way of the person atau the main characters in the story tell about his story. Oke? Misalnya ya, dia menceritakan tentang paragraph 1, my life is very simple, fishing and cooking. I work a 5-day week, then on Sunday and Monday I fish. Hidupku sangatlah sederhana, memancing dan memasak. Aku bekerja 5 hari dalam seminggu, kemudian setiap hari Minggu dan Senin aku memancing. Sebenarnya in target language di teks ini masih bisa kita perbaiki. Selain dari buku, kita bisa mengatakan kalau kehidupan saya sangat sederhana. Saya memancing dan memasak tiap harinya, atau saya bekerja 5 hari dalam seminggu atau sepekan, kemudian di setiap hari Minggu dan Senin saya memancing atau aku memancing, atau aku biasanya memancing gitu kan, kemana-mana Skotlandia atau di setiap sudut Skotlandia ataupun di berbagai tempat di Skotlandia. Mungkin di target language-nya bisa seperti itu ya. Jadi nggak langsung kemana-mana gitu. Bisa saja ini kita artikan, Senin aku memancing di berbagai tempat di Skotlandia, atau misalnya kita lebih puitis lagi, di berbagai di beberapa tempat di Skotlandia, Wales, England. Saya mendapatkan kebebasan dengan cara seperti itu karena hanya saya dan alam hanyalah aku dan alam antara aku dengannya. Aduh, ini kompleks banget ya. Ini udah kelihatan banget old narrative, very classic narrative ya. Ini
It's just me and nature. Ini hanya ada aku dan
dirinya, bukan, dengan alam. Hanyalah aku dan alam, atau antara alam ya, antara diriku dengan alam, seperti itu ya. Ini tahun 91, berarti memang ini very old narrative. Kalau naratif sekarang bisa saja lebih ke personal experience. dengan bahasa yang sederhana. Makanya dia mengatakan kenapa lebih sukar untuk menerjemahkan teks naratif dibanding misalnya teks berita atau teks yang lain, karena itu udah jelas kan kosakatanya. Kalau ini kita harus menggambarkan seperti dengan cara dia menggambarkan ceritanya seperti itu. Oke? Any question before we move?
No, Miss.
Not yet. Oke. Bentar ya, ini Mbak Akademik UT minta absen. Next, any question?
No.
Well, next, jadi di buku ini, di teks ini ada beberapa kalimat yang ditegaskan, yaitu di underline fishing and cooking. Kayaknya kemarin pas kalian belajar, you have learned writing with Miss Nisa. You have also learned about gerund. Am I right?
Yeah.
Gerund. Okay, so gerund di sini juga di language point, for the first language point juga menegaskan tentang gerund. What do you need to understand about gerund? Jadi misalnya kemarin kita belajar tentang present continuous, which is used in speaking, sleeping, I'm writing, I'm hearing. Now there is ing form in this text, tapi dia tidak menunjukkan bahwa ini present continuous karena ini berada di depan kalimat fishing and cooking. I work 5 a day, and then terus mana lagi? Fishing and cooking ya. Berarti dia bukan sedang memancing atau sedang memasak, tetapi dia bilang memancing dan memasak adalah kehidupannya sehari-hari. Berarti itu yang dinamakan salah satu bentuk kalimat gerund, ketika kata ing, ada verb ketemu ing, tapi dia berfungsi sebagai noun atau kata benda. Jadi itu bisa dinamakan gerund as a subject ataupun beberapa hal. Jadi kayak it function as noun. Jadi remember, not every verb plus ing is a continuous form, but it is somehow can be function, or that the position can be work as a gerund. Berarti dia termasuk kata benda. For example, the usage, penggunaannya ini saya tambahkan selain dari buku. Di buku dia bilang kalau fishing and cooking, berarti dia berada di awal kalimat ya, nggak ada subjeknya. Berarti di sini gerund dia berfungsi sebagai subject. Okay? Fishing and cooking, misalnya fishing is my hobby, and then cooking is my hobby. Okay, so it's like become a subject. So running is good for your heart, for example, untuk jantung ya, bukan hati. Jadi berlari itu sangat baik untuk kesehatan jantungmu. Berarti di sini dia nggak ada posisinya.
Running is not good for heart, Miss.
Tapi good for what?
Running dari
kehidupan
itu membroken heart, Miss. Bukan baik untuk hati, tapi membroken heart.
Oh iya, berarti lari dari kenyataannya. Oke, so running di sini berfungsi usage-nya sebagai subjek karena dia bentuk verb plus ing, tapi dia tidak berfungsi sebagai kata present continuous. Oke, dia fungsinya sebagai subjek. So running is good for your heart, karena ingat semua kalimat in English need subject, dan misalnya gerundnya as a subject ini sebagai to be atau be auxiliary, dan ini kata sifatnya. Oke. Nah, bisa juga inform itu sebagai kata benda, gerundnya kapan kita tahu kalau dia bukan present continuous? Ketika dia sebagai direct object, ketika dia diakhiri dengan ketika dia following by verb one. Misalnya he hates waking up early, berarti dia membenci bangun cepat, seperti itu, bangun lebih awal misalnya. Berarti setelah verb one ada waking. Di sini objeknya ini kan udah subjek nih he. Berarti objeknya adalah waking up. He hates apa sih misalnya ya kan, subjek he. Kata kerja had. Apa yang dia benci? Bangun. Berarti waking ini berfungsi sebagai direct object. Oke. Nah, dan dia bukan sebagai kata kerja di sini, dia sebagai kata benda. Oke. Next, subject complement sebagai pelengkap kata subjek. Misalnya what I dislike most is repeating myself. Misalnya, berarti dia sebagai pelengkap dari subjek. sebagai objek komplimen. I saw Tom riding his bike. Kenapa dia sebagai pelengkap objek? Karena sebenarnya di sini Tom adalah objek, tapi dia membantu pelengkapnya karena ada another object, yaitu riding his bike. I saw, saya melihat Tom mengendarai sepedanya. Atau bisa juga gerund sebagai fungsinya sebagai preposition. Preposition itu adalah kata misalnya in improving. I'm interested in improving, dengan meningkatkan diri saya atau kapasitas saya. Berarti dia a preposition karena dia following by in, ya. Ada juga sebagai possessive, she doesn't like your bossing her around. Di sini berarti your bossing itu berfungsi sebagai possessive. Tapi yang paling sering muncul adalah ketika dia berfungsi sebagai subjek. Oke? Dan cara menerjemahkannya pun kita tidak menggunakan sedang karena dia bukan sebagai continuous tense. Oke, sampai di sini. Got it? Or am I?
Ya, yes.
Oke, bagus ya. Apalagi kemarin udah dipelajari kan gerund itu apa. Cuma di buku tuh dia cuma menulisnya inform. Padahal sebenarnya kita bisa menyebutkannya gerund itu sebagai function as a noun. Bisa inform itu bisa disebut sebagai gerund, sorry. Dan ada beberapa lagi sebenarnya fungsinya gerund, nanti kita akan lihat. Tapi sebelumnya karena I think we have very limited time, nanti kita sama-sama aja untuk menerjemahkan ini. He was announcing new guidelines to reduce smoking in public health. Okay, anyone? Mbak siapa tadi yang bisa ini ya? Mbak Endang, can you translate number 1?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, can you help us to translate number 1? He was announcing new guidelines to reduce smoking in public health institution. Ini smokingnya ya yang jarang.
Dia mengumumkan guideline
panduan
baru untuk mengurangi rokok atau merokok, Miss?
Kebiasaan merokok.
Kebiasaan merokok di
lembaga kesehatan.
Lembaga kesehatan publik.
Publik bisa diartikan umum atau masyarakat. Oke? Oke, good job. Thank you. Berarti he was announcing. Nah, ingat ya, ada beberapa verb yang tambah ing. He was announcing fungsinya di sini sebagai apa? Ayo.
Mengumumkan.
Mengumumkan, dia berfungsi sebagai past
continuous.
Oke, continuous karena dia diikuti oleh
was.
To be or was. Berarti ini past continuous. Sedang dia mengumumkan, berarti konteksnya adalah di masa lampau, walaupun kita nggak perlu sebut di translationnya, untuk mengurangi kebiasaan merokok. Jadi kalau misalnya mentranslate, ingat terjemahan itu disesuaikan dengan konteks target language-nya, bahasa Indonesianya. Konteksnya berarti kalau kita bilang cuma mengurangi merokok, berarti bisa tambahkan mengurangi kebiasaan merokok ya, biar lebih tepat. In public health itu institution, lembaga kesehatan masyarakat, lembaga pelayanan kesehatan masyarakat atau lembaga-lembaga kesehatan masyarakat. Nah, seperti itu. Berarti di sini smokingnya berfungsi sebagai gerund ya, to reduce smoking. Dia gerund setelah kata kerja. Oke? Bisa juga sebagai objek. Yang jelas dia berfungsi sebagai gerund. Nah, yang kedua, he uses techniques to avoid answering interviews question. Ada yang mau menerjemahkan? Silahkan, satu orang dulu sebelum kita lanjut.
Dia menggunakan
teknik lebih dari
teknik untuk menghindari jawaban dari pertanyaan interview. Pertanyaan wawancara.
Pertanyaan wawancara ya, betul, menggunakan teknik-teknik he uses techniques to avoid, berarti dia menggunakan teknik-teknik yang berfungsi untuk menghindari pertanyaan-pertanyaan wawancara dan untuk menjawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan wawancara. Misalnya guna menghindar dari menjawab. Oke. Nah, seperti itu. Nah, dan 345 kalian bisa artikan, belajar untuk menerjemahkan sendiri untuk latihan-latihan ya di modulnya kalian, silahkan. Nah, contoh yang tadi saya bilang ada beberapa verbs yang diikuti oleh gerund is this verb followed by gerund, misalnya Sam conveys stealing, consider moving, he continue talking. Oke. There are a lot of example yang bisa kalian lihat yang berfungsi sebagai gerund. Okay, so clear about gerund. So now let's move to paragraph 2, but before, because we have like a very long discussion, so I think everyone maybe would like to go to toilet, or everyone want to maybe doing something first. Thirsty maybe, like me, I'm really thirsty. I'm very thirsty, so let's take a break for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a break before we continue. Okay.